Welcome to the Thunder Hour Podcast, hosted by Trey and James Hamilton, and produced by Leaf Dietrich.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Thunder Hour Podcast. This is going to be episode 15, and it's going to be a different look from what we've done in the past. This is obviously the live post-game edition of Thunder Hour Podcast for the first time all season. It certainly won't be the last. This is what we're kind of aiming to do with the rest of the season shows. As wonderful goaltender Matt SAGROTT just walked in, so getting a round of applause. But it'll give you guys an idea of what we do. As I said, it's going to be post-game idea. So we're going to try to get this whole thing set up after every home game, and then our road games will regularly do what we were normally doing before, just a little show at home, half hour, 40 minutes, whatever it would be, to recap games that happen on the road and talk about statistics, player performances, and what to expect from the team, et cetera, et cetera. So tonight it's great to be here. I'm unfortunately not able to be joined by my dad tonight, as he is a big Packers fan, as am I. And Dad is live at home watching the Green Bay Packers game right now. He sacrificed the Thunder game tonight to stick around and watch the Pack game. So, but the Thunder took on the Petrolia Squires tonight. The Squires came into town visiting with a 13-6 record. They were second place with 26 points entering the night. Thunder entering the night had a 13-2-1 record following their win last week in Elora, and then the canceled game. Obviously, it's going to be made up this week. Sorry, not this week, but week upcoming on the 30th here at the Thunderdome. But yeah, that game was canceled, so we ended up doing things a little bit differently this week. We weren't sure, do we run a show, without having a game to talk about and just complain about the fact it was canceled and then talk about league stats, et cetera, et cetera. So we ended up deciding to just go ahead with doing a post-game show, and I'm pretty sure we're going to start trying to do this a little bit more often. We'll try to fill about a half hour, chat with some players, chat with some fans, whatever it'll be, cut up the video a bit, and then we'll throw a highlight package in here for you tomorrow morning, and then the recording will be set to release Sunday morning sometime, I'd say around noon, 1 o'clock, depending on when we're able to get it out. Obviously, so yeah, the Squires ended up coming to town, and we're going to do our cutaway right now to Domino's Pizza highlights. And thank you, Domino's. Once again, another great night to be a fan of the Tilsonburg Thunder as we cashed in a 5-4-5 tonight. These are Tilsonburg Thunder highlights brought to you by Domino's Pizza. Enjoy.
TJ Harris, Craig Wright, and Brandon Biggers up front. On the back end, the steady Sam McCormack. And to his opposite, Thomas Moxley, that is. We're underway here at Tilsonburg. Think out, they might have a 2-on-1. Here they come. Squires in. Waits, pass across. Save SAGROTT! What a stop that was by Matt SAGROTT. Squires turn it over. Alban, pass to Ferreira. He's going to bring it in. Taken off his stick, though, by Abraham. And now Thompson gives it back to Ferreira. Helps in the middle, looking for a shot. But here comes Roberts. Braden Roberts. Barletta's flying up with him. Roberts drops it back. Thompson waits. In front, Barletta scores! Brendan Barletta! And the Thunder strike first. What a play from Thompson and Roberts. And Barletta finishes it off. Thunder lead 1-0. Blockered away, and Wright's just going to send it down calmly. Squires will look to change. SAGROTT off the wall. Takes a weird bounce. Can Reverie get it to Kudo? No. It was Forsythe he was looking for. Here comes Whalen. Whalen right up the middle. Fires a shot. Score! Andrew Whalen strikes on the power play. Thunder lead 2-0 here at the Thunderdome. Still has it. I think the Squires are arguing that Van Boekel closed his hand on the puck. Here might be a breakaway. Here comes the Squires. 22-inch shot, scores. Squires right back in the game. I'll be able to get you the name if we have the name. Number 22. Thunder got caught 4 deep and turned over the puck, and the Squires eventually it gets to Van Boekel. Van Boekel is going to turn with it, tries to make a move. Down low, There's Kudo spin move. Score! Brandon Kudo! Coots, there it is! 39 seconds to go in the second period. You bid Thunderstruck. 3-1. Mount Harris stops, helps, takes him off the puck, but Thompson strong on it, finds it back to Geldart. Geldart chips it, now it's down low, Alban. Alban working almost alone, nobody there to help him, but he gets it back to Knox. Knox fires a shot, save. Rebound, Brzezinski's right there, he scores! Kyle Brzezinski! Thunder take the 4-1 lead. What an effort from Kyle Brzezinski, the rookie. Follows up his own rebound, and with a minute 53 to play, this one's all but in the books, folks. Out of way, Kyle Brzezinski to face off one by the Squires. Harris at the point. Tranche loses it there. Forsythe whiffs on it. Does get it to center though. Brzezinski for Oban. Oban with the open cage, and he's gonna put it in. Braden Oban. Thunder ice it. 5-1. A minute 27 to play. Squires losses, 3 at the hands of the Thunder and 2 at the hands of the Alveston Killer Bees. There's a shot from the half wall. Good stop, SAGROTT back to the point. Another shot, Harris, and that'll do it. Here in Tillsonburg, the Thunder take care of business tonight. Final score, 5-1 Thunder. Final shots on goal for Tillsonburg, 44. For the visiting Squires, 27.
All right, so those were Tillsonburg Thunder highlights brought to you by Domino's Pizza here on Thunder Hour Podcast. Sorry, I just shook the camera and the microphone. Rule number 1 broken here in show number 1 at Thunder Postgame, Thunder Hour Postgame Edition, excuse me. As all the boys are walking in, we're going to try to pick a few to come down and have just a quick chat with us, even if it's not about the game, just about what's going on off the ice. Have a good time, have a good chat. Birthday boy just walked in as well, Mr. Braden Roberts, so I'll try to have a conversation with him if I get the chance to. But if not, hope you guys enjoyed the highlights. Thunder come out on top here at the Thunderdome. Final score 5-1 over the Squires. Thunder improved to 3-0-0 on the season against Petrolia. They beat Petrolia back in the season opener 5-3 here in Tillsonburg, and then we went on the road November 3rd to Petrolia. Came out on top 7-6. And then tonight a 5-1 victory, domination, start to finish from the Thunder. They ended up outshooting them, I believe it was 44-26. It was all Thunder all day tonight. We're going to review the score sheet for you. In the first period, 7:16 to go. Brendan Barletta picked up his second of the season, assisted from Thompson and Roberts. So the Thunder would close out the first period with a 1-0 lead. Jump to the second, Andrew Whalen on the power play, 6:17 to go, assisted from Rebery, and they gave an assist to Matt SAGROTT. So Sags, not only with a great goaltending performance, but he also picked up an assist. And then the Squires would answer back, make it 2-1. Brendan Trottier, who unfortunately wasn't listed on our roster. He was listed, but he was number 44, and I had to wait till he scored to figure out who he was. He would get his third of the season, assisted from McCormack, to make it a 2-1 game. And then Brandon Kudo, with 39 seconds to go in the second period, gave the Thunder the 3-1 lead, and they didn't look back from there. That kind of just allowed everything to coast. It was a beautiful goal from Kudo. Shot from the point from Van Boekel after he kind of ragged the puck around at the top of the point. You were kind of scared. You didn't know if they were going to take it off him and go the other way. But Van Boekel made a nice move, confident move, threw it towards the net. Kudo was there. He did a little spinorama shot, and Parker, who by the way had a great game tonight, Sean Parker, got a leg on it, and then Kudo just followed up his own rebound and banged it in to make it 3-1 going into the third. And then there would be no scoring in the third till the very end, and it would be Kyle Brzezinski, who had a great game. Brzezinski was working hard all night. Love to see it. Berzy's one of those heart and soul guys. He puts in the effort every time he's on the ice. Berzy got his second of the season, assisted from Knox and Oban. Time of that goal is a minute 53 to go in the third period. That would just put it out of reach. And then Oban himself would pick up the empty net goal just 30 seconds later, assisted from Brzezinski and Austin Forsyth. So the Thunder dominating front to back. Obviously a tough game for the Squires, making a road trip. And I heard from a few of their guys they were short some players, but the Thunder were also short quite a few guys as well. So this was a statement win. It was a character win. Boys climb up into first place, take that comfortable lead into first place. And I think they're definitely confident with where they're sitting right now. And as a fan and an analyst and a broadcaster of this team, I got to say, this is a very good iteration of the Tillsonburg Thunder. This is a good team top to bottom. These guys have skill all throughout this lineup. Even when guys are out of the lineup, other guys are jumping in, next man up, and they're making plays. They're making a difference. And every guy on this roster, top to bottom, is an absolute standout player. Like, there's not a guy on this roster that you'd be able to say, oh no, he's not a great player. No, they're all really good, talented hockey players, and they all fill their roles exceptionally well. And I think tonight proved that. I think that the defense was great. Had a few lapses here and there, but SAGROTT bailed them out early in the first period with a big pad stop on the 2-on-1 down low. Sags had an exceptional game himself as he's over there. I'm going to try to have a word with Sags. We'll see what he does, but I definitely felt that from start to finish in this game, this was domination from the Thunder. This is what you want to see. We'll get some input from other people as well, but from my own perspective and from calling the game, that's why the voice is a little bit raspy, a little bit ginger right now. But from calling the game, it was great to see the Thunder come into a matchup where they were short some guys, and they knew that if they were able to come out on top tonight, they would have a 100% grip on first place, 2 games in hand on Petrolia now. Another game will be played down in Petrolia in February. But just to be able to take this game, show the Squires who was boss, ultimately get that big-time 5-1 win. I think it was just everything they needed as a team. Coming off that frustration from the canceled game up in Elora, Justin Abraham returned to the lineup tonight. Abe's had a great game defensively. He was solid through and through, as he always is. But, it was just the roles were filled tonight. Guys played well, top to bottom. The power play looked good. The penalty kill actually didn't have to operate tonight. Thunder actually didn't take a minor penalty in the game. It was a well-officiated contest. I think what needed to be called was called, and there was some bang-bang stuff that probably at the end of the day could have been called and it wasn't, but it's not a gripe. We're not going to have any complaints about it. I don't think either side was going to complain about the officiating tonight. I thought it was overall pretty solid game, because sometimes officials can get a little bit too involved, and I think that they really did what they were expected to do tonight. They held what both teams expected to be called. They set a standard in the first period, and they stuck with that throughout the contest. Thunder come out on top of the Petrolia Squires, bitter rival of the Thunder, 5-1. The final score, and we're just going to check quickly the Washoe Game Center and have a look at the other scores tonight. Fill you guys in on where the Thunder will be sitting standings-wise. Obviously, we know, regardless, they'll be in first place after this contest, but there will definitely be a couple other games that will impact the standings, and we're going to have a look at those now. So, Delhi ends up beating Strathroy 2-1. Crazy. I mean, you just don't expect it. 27-25 the shots on goal. So Strathroy falls right back down near 500. They're 11-10-0. And then Delhi climbs. They get their 8th win of the season. Look at the scoring in that one. Rocca opened up the scoring in the second period, assisted from Vandens Lezen and Kobe Ferreira, and then Danny Attridge on the power play for the Flames. Got his 6th of the season from Donnelly. That's Chris Donnelly and Pastores. No scoring in the third. They went to overtime. Danny Attridge won that contest in overtime. So the Flames at home take that game over Strathroy. Tilbury shuts out Elora at home. That's a long road trip for either team. I definitely feel bad for either team making that trip. Tilbury wins 6-0. So Dylan Denemy gets the shutout. Dylan Denemy gets the shutout. I apologize for that one, Dylan. Ryan Polidori gets the shutout. Jennings, Denemy, Tetro, Banga, and McComb get the goals for the Tilbury Bluebirds. A lot of voices going on in the background. I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing my best. This is kind of funny. I almost called them the Squires there for a second. Tilbury shuts out Elora 6-0. And then one other game going on right now. It's still not over, but it's about to be the new and improved Orangeville Blitz have a 7-1 lead on the visiting Dunnville Arrows in Orangeville. So it's pretty impressive to see. Orangeville will pick up their second win of the season. They added some talent, and it showed right away. So Brad Parrish opened up the scoring in the second period, assisted from Longland and Rugerach just a minute and a half in. And then Tyler Randall, the newcomer, got back-to-back goals in 10 seconds to make it 2-1. Chris Porter, Luciani, Hiltz, and Thompson got his first. Sean Noddle. So Orangeville much improved. Shout out to them. They're going to pick up their second win of the season. And Dunnville will pick up, I believe, what will turn out to be their 12th loss in regulation this year. Because Dunnville's almost on their schedule as well. Crazy to think about, but yeah, Washall action tonight pretty much wrapped up for you there in a nutshell. We're going to try to do a jump cut here in just a minute. We're going to try to get a couple players if we can, maybe management, maybe a fan, somebody come down, sit with us, give us a conversation. And we'll be right back here on Thunder Hour post-game edition. Once again, Thunder come out on top over the Petrolia Squires, 5-1 here at the Thunderdome. Welcome back to Thunder Hour post-game edition. First time we've done this, and fitting that myself, the head of the Matt SAGROTT fan club, would be obviously having Matt SAGROTT. But all jokes aside here, Sags, you had a great start tonight. Petrolia is a tough team, obviously, but you guys have the answers against them. You guys are 3-0. What did you feel? What did you like from the guys, offensively, defensively, and just a well-rounded game it seemed like you guys played? What was your perspective being out there on the ice?
You know what, I was just kind of proud of the guys. We had a short lineup. We had 2 defensemen playing forward. We only had 10 forwards tonight, so I was really, really proud of the boys and how they battled. You know, when we had the puck in the ozone, they were cycling pretty well. We weren't turning the puck over very often. When we had the puck at the defensive zone, we were getting the pucks out. So we're doing all the little things, and it led to a pretty good game.
It did, definitely, and it must be tough for a goaltender when your opposition, he's getting tested, because at one point the shots were 34-16. So trying to hang in there mentally, like how do you approach it, Sags? Staying in the zone when your guys are playing so well defensively, they're not even giving up a lot of shots. It's gotta be tough.
Yeah, well, you know, that's a team that given an inch they can take it, right? So you just gotta be focused that whole game. I know, look back a couple of games ago, Woodstock had a pretty sneaky second period on us, so just trying to make sure that doesn't happen again. But you know, guys did a good job keeping one shot at a time, keeping the place to the outside, and then when you needed to, we made it safe.
Yeah, attaboy, it was a great performance again from you. You've been on a hot streak the last couple games. Obviously up in Fergus, Elora, whatever you want to call it. You played really well as well, and I haven't had a chance to chat with you since that game, but again, seems like the guys as a system, as a unit, you guys are settling in defensively, and you're doing your job stopping that puck. Like, what's your feeling as we kind of wind down into the stretch run? Like, what are you feeling what do you expect from you guys as you finish off the season?
Well, just what I was mentioning before, like we're doing a really good job limiting chances, odd man rushes. I mean, we only had a couple today, but you know, we're doing a really good job in clearing out rebounds, getting the puck off the glass and out when it's in our zone. You know, that's kind of the things we're looking to continue on.
Yeah, and you guys are doing a great job at it. And like I said, you're following up your end of the bargain, and the defense is playing great in front of you. And I remember that first period. It's more of a statement than a question, but it was. I don't even believe there was a score in the game yet, and they got in and they snuck in behind and got a little mini two-on-one down low, and you got over and got the pad on that, and that's the kind of save that can set the tone and get the momentum going. So obviously, great stop from you, Sags. And
that was the first shot of the game.
It was.
So that was it helped me confidence-wise because you know, you make a big save to start the game. You're like, okay, like you're feeling pretty good about yourself.
Exactly.
Right? So
exactly helps you settle in, get the nerves calmed. And
right.
Playing a team like Petrolia, I know that they weren't at a full lineup. We weren't either, but you know what? We came out on top, and now we're 3-0-0 against them this season. We started all 3 of those games, heading into a potential, let's say, postseason matchup with these guys. what does that do to help getting those 4 games against the same team to kind of get a scouting report on those guys?
Well, I mean, it gets them thinking too, right? You know, at the end of the day, you're looking at that team, you're 0-4 against them. That gets in their head, right? I mean,
For sure.
If it was the opposite, you know, they're 4-0 against us, you know, we're thinking like, you know, a little hesitant on what our capabilities are, right? So I think that's a psychological advantage for us, for sure.
For sure. And I just wanted to ask, because I'm putting the awkward bounce in the in the highlight package just to get a laugh. What was your perspective of that one? Because I know the ice was really bad, and there was a lot of divots and ruts in that second period. And that puck, sorry, that was in the third period.
Yeah.
And from where I'm standing, I see him dump it in. I don't remember if it was Marsh or Biggers, one of those guys. And it's bounced a couple feet in front of you, and it looked like the puck just went completely the opposite direction where you're expecting. You still got the save. You're credited with the stop. What was that like for you? Because that was a 3-1 game. That's one shot away from getting right back in it. So
yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but the shit before that was with that backdoor save that I made. So I was feeling pretty good about myself again. And then this puck, I'm following it, and it's kind of going wide, so I'm following it. And I know it's bouncing, so I'm like, I got to get as close to this puck as possible.
Yep.
And little did I know it was going to be a 90-degree bounce and go the other direction. I was like, oh my goodness. So, and then it hit the post. I'm thankful. I'm like, oh my god, like I just made a big save, and then this is the one that's going to go in. Like you got to be kidding me.
It was crazy. It was one of those games where a lot of the bounces went in our favor, but they still had their own share. You know, hitting the goalpost. We hit the goalpost a couple times, but I feel tonight the boys proved the better team won, and we're back with the grip on first place now, Sags. And as I said, guys like yourself, I want a huge thank you to that. And the team effort overall was great tonight, and I really appreciate everything you guys do. So I'm going to let you go.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Sags, for being on here with me. That was Matt SAGROTT, Thunder goaltender, picked up the win tonight. This is Thunder Hour post-game edition. We'll be right back with our next guest, or just me, and I'll send it off. Welcome back to Thunder Hour post-game edition. I'm joined here by Thunder veteran defenseman, Mr. Mike Finlay, who has already been honored guest of the show. We also had Matt SAGROTT on, also a guest of the show. We're trying to get some of the guys that haven't been on the show yet to come over, but they're a little bit gun shy tonight. So Finn decided to step in. Finn, you've been with this organization for, is this your 15th or 16th season?
Yeah, if you count the COVID year where we were off, it'll be 16 years. So
yeah,
15 years playing, but
that's crazy.
16 involved, yeah.
So you've seen a lot of Petrolia Tilsonburg games, and what does it feel like to know we're 3-0 against them this year, and tonight was a dominating performance, even with the shortened bench both ways, but it was a great game.
No, it was a good game. They were clearly missing guys. We're missing guys. Not your typical Tilsonburg Petrolia game. But they're always a little different on the road.
Yeah.
When you go to their barn, you know you're in for it. It doesn't matter how good they are or anything, you know you're in one when you get to control it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm assuming that game at the end of the year is going to be the same.
Yeah.
But, you know, because it still could have potential to be for first place.
For sure.
How well we do 10 year, hopefully it's not.
Hopefully not.
That means we're stinking, but
yep.
we're buzzing right now, so we want to keep that going.
Yeah, you can tell the boys are playing really well right now since we made the coaching change, and everybody's been fully, as Rebs told me earlier on in the season, everybody's fully bought in. Like you're getting 15, 16 guys at practice, and you're seeing it translate in the games. And like I said, through the roster, top to bottom, everybody in the roster. There is no top and bottom of this roster. It's fully through and through. Next man up doesn't matter. Every guy's making a difference. And even tonight, we got to see you make some really nice plays, getting that puck out of the zone, a couple block shots.
Bad plays, but hey, you know.
You know what? I wasn't watching that. I was watching all the good only. That's the best part about it. Exactly. Being the broadcaster, I can pick and choose what I'm watching.
Yeah,
so,
that's good.
But no, it was a great game all around. So now, as we head into that stretch run, being a part of a senior hockey team for so many years, how important are these next 5 or 6 games to not only solidify that first spot, but to get yourself ready for the playoffs? Because it's a grind in this league.
Yeah, you're basically playing another season once you get the playoffs, right? Because you only play 24 games during the year, but like you go to 3-game sevens, like you're 21 games right there. So no, we have to keep the foot on the gas here because we want to be positive going into the playoffs. We don't want to have the lulls here because there isn't an easy game left. Like, we're playing all the top teams, so we want to make sure we're putting our best foot forward. We take it to these teams because we got to send a message going into the playoffs, which we're probably going to play most of them anyways. So.
For sure. Being in that top spot right now, obviously it's comfortable. You got a couple point. Now you got a 3-point lead on Petrolia with 2 games in hand, and one of those games in hand is actually going to be against them. So we're in a good spot. But like you said, you get to the playoffs, and we saw tonight Orangeville went and played. I know it was Dunnville, but they got a 7-1 win. A lot of the new guys they signed came in and scored.
They signed some guys.
Yep, and so they might sneak into that 8th seed, and then there you go. If we're the 1 seed, that's not an easy test. So to be able to go out and get battle tested, like you said, we got Tilbury, we got Strathroy, we got Petrolia again, we got Stratford. It's gonna be
They're going to be better than what they have been.
So 100%, they're a lot better top to bottom. So it's going to be a tough stretch run, but I'm confident in you guys. Like you said, the boys are buzzing, right? So keep your foot on the gas, obviously, and take from wins like tonight, and you guys can build on that, right? The defensive clinic you guys put on them. I know they were missing a few guys, but still, they're top guys. They had some of their top guys here. And you guys did really put a clinic. I know there's a few bad bounces, and Sags talked about it. The ice was a little bit jumpy there in the third, but
oh yeah, we started the third. The ice was brutal.
Oh yeah, I was seeing it from where I was, and the puck was rolling on everybody.
No offense to the arena staff.
Yeah, no offense to you guys as I'm sitting in your arena right now, but we're honestly though, front to back of that game, you guys dominated. And
that was a full 60 right there. No complaints. Everybody was going. We got a goal with Brzezinski there.
Oh, Bersey. Yeah, that was
nice.
awesome.
It's nice when you see guys like that score.
Yeah, put the icing on the cake. Oh yeah.
So, when you got guys like that, you get the whole lineup contributing. It's huge. That's what we're going to need to win. So
for sure.
We're a deep team, but we need everybody going still.
Yeah, everybody's got to click. Everybody's got to contribute, and that's how you're going to go and make a run, right? And obviously, things last year it was tough. We ended up getting that comeback against Tilbury, and then Stratford was rested, and we were gassed, right? So to be able to come into this year, no excuses.
They were buzzing. Like they played well.
Yeah, they were locked in.
They deserved it, right? So,
and that's why things are going to change this year. I can already tell.
What we're hoping.
Yep, for sure. And thanks again, Mike Finlay, for being here with me tonight.
Thanks, Trey.
This has been.
Glad I was able to pop on.
For sure, I'm glad to have you. The veteran
I'll work on these
presence.
guys, try and get them on for
Yeah, I know the captain's walking out after he decided not to show on the show, so we'll have to have a little chat with the C over there.
To say what you just did?
No, I didn't see
not
anything.
nice. It was not nice.
Eyes were straight onto the camera,
nice at all.
as always. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot for joining us tonight. This has been Thunder Hour post-game edition. We'll be releasing this episode on Sunday afternoon, and we'll be back with every Thunder home game. We'll be doing the post-game edition from here, and then when we play on the road, we'll be just doing our standard show from home. So thanks again for my last guest, Mike Finlay. We appreciate you guys. You viewers, take care. Have a good night. Tilsonburg. See you later, Petrolia. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go Thunder. Woo!